Yo, what's up? It's a nice Friday night, you know what I mean? I wanted to get back to something that I was saying about how when you raise your consciousness, you raising other human beings' consciousness up around the world, like in Bangladesh or China or Australia. You raising other people's consciousness up when you raise yours up. Somebody might wake up one day in Africa and be like, well, I feel good today, man. Like, I feel like all my problems have been erased today, you know what I mean? I feel good. I feel like starting fresh. You know, all your problems that you had the day before, you forgot about, you know. This life we live in is basically all about humans versus demons. No such thing as aliens and stuff like that, even though that's a part of our imagination, you know what I mean? We always think that there's a UFO somewhere or something like that. It could exist, you know what I mean, but only in our minds, you know what I mean? Because we know we're the only ones that create our own experiences, you know what I mean? So, therefore, this whole life we live in is basically based on human beings versus demons, you know? And I was looking at a video the other day when the guy was talking about demon travel, about how these demons can jump through your cell phones, your iPods, your DVD players, HD television, everything that's electronic. Demons can travel through them, you know what I mean? Things like that. And they also come through the foods that we eat too. Like they build up certain toxins inside of our bodies, so they can possess you. And then they communicate with other demons that are on other human beings. And say you go to the park and there's a whole bunch of people there that you know they demons and everything, or it could be a demon in a human, not a human body, but a clone body or whatever you want to call it. That's how these demons know wherever you're gonna be at when you go somewhere. They always know where you're gonna be at before you get there, or they always know what you're thinking sometimes, or you could think a certain thought and see it on TV or something like that. It's because we're all being manipulated by demons in our whole life and throughout the world. The other day I was outside and I had told some people about what happened to me the other day. It was these 5 children in the backyard next door, people next door to me, because this lady, she run a nursery or whatever, a nursery, daycare, whatever you call it. And there was these 5 kids outside, and they looked like they was about 5, 6, 7 years old. You know, 2 of them was jumping on a trampoline, and then 2 of them was standing on a bench, and then 1 of them was standing on the slide. And you know what I mean? They just was all like, you know, talking at the same time, and they all looked over at me at one time and was like, ah, ha, ha, ha. One of them was like, yeah, die, and the other one was like, fail, and the other one was like, oh, you ain't even built for this. Like, they just, and one of them was like, nigga. I was like, yo, and they was all talking at the same time while 2 of them was jumping on a trampoline, and 2 of them playing on the bench, and they were just playing around, and they just was saying stuff, like, they was saying stuff to me, but they was doing it like they was playing around with each other. But I'm like, why is little kids talking like this, yo? And that's an example of how these demons, they need hosts and stuff like that. They come through children, they come through adults. You know, that's what it is, man. And that's what we being manipulated by. And every day I see it. And basically, it's crazy, man. It's basically about us versus these demons that really don't exist, that we created in our minds. And when we raise our consciousness up, then we begin to erase these negative demons around us, you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong though, because we live in a world of duality, so therefore we have to experience the darkness with the light. You can't have one without the other because we live in duality. So therefore, those are the rules of the 3rd dimension. So when you travel in the higher 4th, those are where those lower demons are. Not the higher 4th dimension, I mean the lower 4th. The lower 4th dimension is where these demons operate. They can't rise above the higher 4th dimension or the 5th, 6th, 7th, because simply it's too much life up there for them, man. They can't, they disintegrate like that. But they do travel through anything and everything out there, man. Like electricity, through anything, any type of gateway. But they're not really nothing that you should be afraid of, because they represent us and our darkness and the ways that we think, you know. It's a reflection of us, you know, like the moon and the sun. It's all a reflection, back and forth, you know. I'm a regular dude, you know what I mean? But man, I love people, man. I just love people. I love being around human beings, yo. That's just me, you know. I love football, and I love motocross. I love lacrosse. Football is my favorite sport, but I like motocross because I like how those guys, man, they jump in the air with them motorbikes, man, dirt bikes on the dirt road. They be up in the air while the lights is sparkling, man, and they just be in there, and it's like a frozen moment while they in the air, like, and it's like silence. And then you come back to reality, everybody's like, and the lights is just, the best part is the lights sparkling in the air, and the guy's like, you know, he all hype in the air, he do whatever tricks he does in the air with his bike and everything, man, that's the best feeling in the world, man. But I love dirt bikes and motorcycles, man. I'm a type of dude that live on the edge, man, because that's where life is at. That's where life is at, man. Life is in the moment of now. Like, when you laughing and joking, that's life right there, man. That's what life really is, you know. But like I said, man, there's a lot of opportunity out in the world. It definitely is, man. But basically, man, I just wanted to get on here and talk about what the dude was saying, because, you know what I mean, I was feeling that. You know, I experienced stuff like that. You know, I'm going to tell you what I experienced. I ain't going to tell you something that I think might be going on. I'm going to keep it real and tell you what I'm going through, because it's real, you know what I mean? And that's how you know that ain't nobody lying to you, because, shoot, I'm going to keep it raw. So, I don't know. I'm in the spirit all day, every day, man. I swear, yo, like, I know you hear that, yo. I know you hear that.